Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hope for Just One YouTube channel. Please hit that like button, subscribe, and we offer therapy. $63 an hour, or a sliding scale fee. In other words, if you can't afford $63 an hour, we'll work with you. So just give us an email at hopeforjustone@gmail.com. Okay, so let's get to our subject today. We're going to talk about the controlling parent of an adult child. Now, usually the controlling behaviors start when the person is a child and it continues until they're an adult. In some cases, it goes past them being an adult. So, what we're looking at here is an adult child, the child that's grown up, living with their parent, maybe even living in a separate location, and their parents are very controlling. So, what would this look like? What would a controlling parent look like? A controlling parent to an adult would do things such as this, like they want to know where you're going. They want to go, they want to know night and day. And if you don't tell them, they get upset and wonder why you're not telling them. Um, they may find ways to control your friends. If they don't like your friend, you need to get rid of them. They may scare you about the world and constantly remind you of the dangers of the world and tell you things from the news so you don't go places and do things. They may make you ashamed of your body and may remind you that maybe you have certain parts of your body that are attractive to people and you need to make sure you cover them up and you need to be scared uh, to go in public with a certain clothing on, just nitpicking and worrying the person. Um, they may try to control your diet. One thing controlling parents I've noticed have done with their youth is that they'll where they're grown up children, they'll constantly offer them food and then turn around and tell them, "Why are you so overweight?" This these parents who are controlling are the kings and queens of mixed messages. They'll tell you, hey, you're overweight. You need to lose weight. Why ain't you doing something with yourself? But then they'll turn around and offer you French fries and then turn around and offer you chips and then offer you cookies and cakes and candy. Another thing a controlling parent might do is constantly like tell you you're right, constantly avoid calling you out on your behaviors, making you think that your thinking is right and the way you want to be is right and that people don't have a right to tell you what to do. And what this does is it creates someone who doesn't get along well with others. They're very demanding. They don't they don't they have a hard time conceptualizing things not being fair. Uh, so constant, constant watching you, constant criticism. Controlling parents will make you their friend instead of their child. In other words, they'll tell you things they shouldn't tell you, get you involved in things they shouldn't get you involved in, like arguments with your other parent. Another good method that controlling parents will do is they'll find one parent to make the scapegoat. In other words, the parent is bad. And I'm the good parent that loves you, and you need to stick by me. And they'll use that one parent that they have made the scapegoat, and they'll compare them to everybody, and they'll make that child, that grown up child, scared to do anything that this controlling parent doesn't want them to do. And when they do it, they'll compare them to the parent that's the scapegoat. This is this is a very fascinating situation. Um, Controlling parents may find ways to sabotage you from getting your driver's license, may talk you out of things, may scare you. Um, I once was paid by the state to do an experiment, and the experiment was to figure out what kept special needs youth and handicapped youth from being able to get out in the work world. And the hypothesis was is that it was the schools not preparing the kids for life, whereas the 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 whether the parents are controlling the kids and stopping them from going to the work world or college, or whether the schools are not providing the correct education for these youth. And I surveyed about 100 youth and of mixed genders, races, and cultures. And give you an example, I went to one youth house. She used a walker. She was on the high school basketball team, made a point every game, but yet when she came home, her parents wouldn't let her wash her clothes. They wouldn't let her butter her bread. They wouldn't let her even have a butter knife. My overall, uh, my overall findings for the research stated that the schools were providing plenty of opportunities for youth with disabilities to be able to grow and to be able to find trades and go into college, whereas it was the parents that were holding the kids back. You see, marriage and family therapy talks about the family language, and that's the way people within a family group talk to each other. So every family has their own language. And so when you look at the family of a youth with a disability, uh, sometimes you'll find out that the family language is based all on this youth's disability. Everything they do, everything they say, everything they talk about is related to this youth's disability. So now this has become a part of this family's life. This is just how life is for them. And one research by Jay Haley and Associates found that they took a gentleman who was schizophrenic in in the mental health facility, and they straightened out his language and they helped him become unschizophrenic. And all of a sudden, his whole entire family started falling apart. Mom couldn't focus anymore, had headaches, wanted a divorce. Dad couldn't function sexually any longer. Dad was having trouble at work. Uh, their daughter was going into deep depression and anger issues. But then this is a very unethical study, by the way. This is a very unethical study. So Jay Haley and associates took this gentleman and re-schizophrenic him and made him schizophrenic again, basically. And then all of a sudden, the whole family started functioning so-called healthy again. So we look at this in the frame of the language of a controlling parent. Controlling parents will constantly remind you of your mistakes you made, making you feel like you can't make any good decisions on your own without their guidance. Controlling parents will want to know this is for an adult. They're treating an adult like this. Controlling parents will be like, where are you going? You didn't tell me where you're going. Oh, you're just going to the front yard, check your car. Okay, that's fine. They want to know everywhere you're going, who you're going with. Controlling parents may try to control whether you get married or not or date. They may poison you against relationships with people, intimate relationships with people, telling you how bad their relationship was and how you should never get involved with one. But you're involved with one with them, and it doesn't seem too healthy if this is going on. So now, controlling parents will make you afraid to go places. They'll tell you about all the dangers of the world and all the fears of the world and everything the news is saying and make you think it's a horrible world out there and you're just better off at home. Controlling parents that don't get in the way of people getting married and are happy that their child got married may try to control the spouse of their child. They may try to control how the house is clean. They may try to control what artwork you have up. They may try to control how you take care of your kids. They may even poison your own kids against you. So they will have control over them. It doesn't end, it never ends with these parents who control you. They will do things such as overfeed you, remind you, oh, don't you want some of these cookies? I'm like, oh, don't you want some of these potato chips? I'm like, oh, I made some French fries. Oh, here's some fried chicken. And they're constantly feeding you, but then you turn around and go, hey, what, so overweight. Can't you lose some weight? Now you got a weight complex. Now it's going to be hard for you to find a mate because now all you can focus on is on how healthy you are. I experienced a very controlling parent. I survived it. My poor brother didn't. He passed away. My mom enabled him, kept feeding him every day, kept just shoving the food in. Never told him he needed to lose the weight. Never pushed him out the front door. Never made him work. It's sad. He passed away at 32. Now I'm not smiling because of me. I'm smiling because I just know these types of parents. I've been there. And the parents may actually really be loving you, but in reality, it's selfish love. It's a love that's based on their happiness, their comfort, not your happiness, not what you want or what you need. Your opinion don't count. Their opinion is the only one that counts. So now, if you take your abusive, controlling, here's a test for you to know whether you're being controlled or manipulated by an abusive, controlling parent. Okay, ask yourself, would I allow a boyfriend, a girlfriend, or someone who's a significant other treat me the way I let my parent treat me? If you can say that that would be abuse for a significant other to do it, well then I got news for you. It's abuse for them to do it. 'Cause domestic abuse, domestic assault is still abuse, no matter who inflicts it, male, female, mother, father, brother, sister, uncle. Well, now if anybody's wanting any help, finding out whether they are in a controlling situation, an abusive situation, or you need some mental health work done, and or you want to work on yourself, anything at all. Hope for Just One is here for you. We believe in you, and our sessions are only $63 a session, and we do a sliding scale fee for those that can't afford it. And remember, it is against the law to control your children, and your children can actually leave anytime they want to if they're adults. And in most states and in most countries, it is illegal to control an adult child and to place fear in them and to manipulate them. And if you're an adult child out there who's being abused and controlled, and you just you don't know you are, maybe you think you are, you don't have to be. You can put boundaries up against them, and you can come and go as you please. All right, folks, y'all have a great day. Take care of yourselves. I believe in you.